Sarah Nguyen was standing in line at a grocery store when her phone died. Not the slow fade of a dying battery, not a frozen screen. 1 second it had full signal. The next, nothing. No bars, no data, no connection at all. She assumed it was a glitch. Towers go down, phones act up. She paid for her groceries, loaded the bags into her car, and drove home expecting it to fix itself. It didn't fix itself, because it wasn't a glitch. 20 minutes earlier, someone in another state had called her phone carrier, pretending to be her. They gave the representative her full name, her date of birth, the last 4 of her social, and the PIN on her account. They told the representative they'd lost their phone and needed to transfer their number to a new SIM card immediately. The representative did exactly what they were trained to do. They transferred Sarah's phone number to a SIM card the attacker already had waiting. The moment that transfer went through, Sarah's phone became a brick, and the attacker's phone became hers. Every call to Sarah's number now rang on their device. Every text message sent to her number landed in their hands, including the ones she would never see coming. But here's the part that matters. This didn't start with a phone call to her carrier. It started 3 weeks earlier with a text message. Sarah had received a notification that looked like it came from her bank. It said there was unusual login activity on her account and asked her to verify her identity through a link. The page looked official. She entered her name, her date of birth, and the last 4 of her social security number. She didn't enter her banking password because the page never asked for one. It only asked for identity verification. That felt safe. That felt routine. And that's exactly what the attackers wanted. They didn't need her banking password, not yet. They needed something more valuable first. They needed enough personal information to convince her phone carrier that they were her. Once they had that, the password wouldn't matter. Because every account Sarah owned was protected by 2-factor authentication, and nearly all of them sent that second factor to her phone number. So when the attacker logged into her email and triggered a password reset, the verification code didn't go to Sarah. It went to them. They reset her email password in under 30 seconds. From her email, they found her bank. They triggered a password reset there too. The verification code arrived on their device. They were inside her checking account within 2 minutes of taking her number. By the time Sarah got home and connected to her Wi-Fi, she had 11 email notifications she hadn't seen. Password change confirmations, login alerts from new devices, a wire transfer receipt for $6,800, another for $4,200. She called her bank from her laptop using an internet calling app because her phone still didn't work. The representative confirmed 2 outbound wire transfers had been processed in the last 45 minutes, both to accounts the bank had never seen before. She called her carrier next. That's when she learned the truth. Someone had ported her number. The representative couldn't tell her who or how, only that the transfer had been authorized with her personal information. Over the next 72 hours, Sarah discovered the full scope. The attackers had accessed her email, her primary bank account, her credit card portal, her cloud storage, and her social media. They'd locked her out of her own Instagram by changing the email and phone number attached to it. They'd sent messages to her contacts from her account asking for money, claiming she was stranded overseas. 3 of her friends sent money before anyone realized it wasn't her. She filed a police report. She filed an FTC complaint. She spent 9 hours on the phone with her carrier over 3 days fighting to get her number back. She had to physically walk into a store with 2 forms of government ID to prove she was who she said she was. Her bank returned the funds after a 6-week investigation. Her carrier offered her a $50 credit, which she did not find comforting. She got most of it back. The money, the accounts, the phone number. What she didn't get back was the feeling that her phone was hers, that her number was safe, that a text message was just a text message. She changed every account to use an authenticator app instead of SMS verification. She added a port protection PIN to her carrier account. She started using a password manager with random 30-character passwords for everything. But even now, every time her phone loses a bar of signal for even a second, her chest tightens. She checks her email. She checks her bank. She holds her breath and waits to see if the screen comes back. It always comes back, but she never stops wondering what happens the day it doesn't.